Let's discuss those major differences with Ali Fathollah-Nejad, director of the think tank, the Centre for Middle East and Global Order. There are a number of differences, a number of red lines on both sides. Let's start with the Strait of Hormuz. Will Iran reopen it without taking tolls or some sort of service charge?
Well, that's a big question. It's very clear that the Iranians have, because of the war, now started to claim some kind of sovereignty over the Strait of Hormuz, or at least some kind of control, which includes taking tolls. But this, again, would be unacceptable for a number of countries in the world. And so this would be the Iranian side duty to reallow shipping through the strait without any tolls. And on the other side, we have also the U.S. naval blockade of Iranian ports that is also heavily costly for the Iranians because this is undermining their oil exports through the strait.
And when it comes to the issue, the nuclear issue regarding Iran, Donald Trump says that he wants the enriched uranium that the Iranian regime has, that the U.S. wants to take it. Is that really going to happen?
Well, according to what we know, this is a matter of negotiations after an MOU is signed between the two. So within 60 days, I'm not sure and very positive that the nuclear issue can be resolved. We can just recall the JCPOA, the Iran nuclear deal that was signed in 2015, and it needed 2 years of negotiations. But then again, the context might be different, but the differences between the two sides are very clear. For the Iranians, the nuclear program is still a very important point of leverage and deterrence against any kind of external pressure. So this is going to be very difficult for the U.S. to achieve that. The 440 kilograms of 60% enriched uranium gonna be exited. The Iranians would perhaps be willing to offer some kind of diluting or downgrading of that material. And further to that, we have also the issue of Iran's right to enrich, which is also a bone of contention between the two sides, with the United States probably going to demand some kind of zero enrichment, which the Iranian side is not going to accept. Plus, of course, as a consequence, what kind of sanctions are going to be released as a result of Iran's nuclear concessions.
Ali, you mentioned the JCPOA, that landmark agreement that was agreed under Barack Obama. Donald Trump ripped it up when he came into office. Is he really going to get a better deal than that?
Well, this is very difficult to imagine. So Trump's main criticism was that the 2015 JCPOA allowed Iran to access billions of dollars, which the Islamic Republic used to actually fund its missile program, fund the militias in the region. So the same scenario, so Iranian nuclear concessions versus sanctions relief would be also quite catastrophic for Trump. So he would not be able to sell it at home. So it's quite a tricky issue, plus the fact that this time around we have also the Iranian demands of release of frozen assets right now before any kind of negotiations will start.
And Donald Trump was suggesting that he is supporting the people of Iran. So far, we haven't seen them come out onto the streets since the most recent attacks. Are they likely to do that? Because obviously they are under so much pressure given the demands and the violence of the Iranian regime.
Absolutely. It's a very desperate situation for the Iranian people. And it has probably been unrealistic to expect that the Iranian people are going to rise up in the fog of war. Plus the fact that, the war started just a few weeks after a huge massacre committed against the Iranian people by the Islamic Republic, killing tens of thousands of people in January during the largest protests ever since 1979 against the regime. So the situation is very bad for the Iranian people economically, but also politically, of course. And we'll have to see when things perhaps get calmer we can, more easily assess or better assess how strong the regime is and what the balance of power between state and society is. But the Iranian people will have enough reasons to stand by their opposition against the regime.
Ali Fathollah-Nejad from the Center for Middle East and Global Order, thank you very much for your expertise.
Thank you.